Welcome back to Let's Talk Knights. If you haven't already checked out part one of me reacting to the signings that we have done, or the re-signings, then go and check out that part. This is now part two for defensemen, which we're just going to get straight into it and see what I think. So we'll start with Jordan Griffin. I'm very happy with this re-signing. I think he's very special. He's got potential. He just needs to stay clear of injuries, and this man's going to the top. And he could even be a future Leeds Knights captain, depending where Brown goes in the future. And I believe Griffin could do that job at Leeds Knights. He could become a homestay, and I'm more than happy to see him return. I'm just hoping that, like I say, fingers crossed he stays injury-free. But he can just teach Bailey Perry so much, and some of the younger defensemen there, how to be a leader, as well as him trying to up his own game. So yeah, buzzing about that signing. Next, we have the young lad, Bailey Perry. I love Bailey. He can only get better. The sky's the limit for Bailey. I've seen this kid play. I know how good he is. And all he needs to do is up his numbers a little bit. But I'm not even bothered, to be honest, with Bailey Perry. I think he's very good defensively. His offense is good. He's young, he's raw. That's what I would like to say about Perry. He's raw. But that's not a bad thing when you're younger, to be a bit raw. He just needs that bit of experience. But if we had the right people into that defensive core, he can get that experience, he can gain them levels, and he can up his game and become less raw and become more of a talent, which we're hoping we can see from him this season. So next we have Lewis Baldwin, experienced in the defensive end, but he's also experienced in the forward end. But this season he has decided to go back to the defence, and I think that's a good move for him, as I think that's his preferred position anyway. And he's always playing in the offensive end anyway while he's in defence. I don't think he gets enough goals to be a forward, but he gets the assists and he likes to go into that offensive end while being a defenseman. So perfect, really, for Lewis Baldwin. Next, we have Dylan Hare, Ethan's brother. And he's just a fantastic defenseman. He's going to the top, especially in the NIHL terms. He's a top player, or top defenseman, however way you want to word it. And when he got injured in the playoffs at home to Basingstoke, we missed him badly. And we weren't being as progressive. We were leaking too many. And yeah, he just showed how much Dylan Hare was that mainstay of the defence last year. And to think that he was on a two-way with Whitley Bay at some points, amazing to think. And even Altry said that his brother didn't sell him enough. So I like that. I thought that was quite funny. I like that in the notes that Altry did the other day, saying that Ethan didn't sell his brother enough. It's a bit of banter, that, isn't it? But anyway, quality player Dylan on his day and most of the season. So next we have our first ever defensive import in, Noah McMullen. I'm excited for this. He was from Ontario Tech, and I'm just excited to see what he can bring. He says he's an offensive defenseman, which excites me, as I'm liking this word this season that Archer has been using. Majority of the defensemen that have re-signed have been using the word offensive defence, and I like that because I want us to be in the opposition's end, not ours, because you never want to be in your defensive end. You always want to be in the offensive end. It makes sense. I like that fast-paced hockey, and that's the way Aldridge likes to play. And maybe he didn't think last season that he had that in abundance at the Leeds Knights. Maybe he didn't feel like it was fast enough at times. It wasn't fluid enough. At times it was brilliant, but at other times maybe he didn't think so coming towards the end of last season. So anyway, I'm happy with the defensive core. I am buzzing to see majority of them players have re-signed, and that hopefully Noah McMullen can bring something different to the Leeds Knights and hopefully cause problems on the offensive end. Right, so to finish, we're just going to go through the goaltenders. It's pretty easy. As Sam Gospel's a mainstay, he wasn't going anywhere. He was re-signed anyway, and it's just exciting to have him back. He's just a wall. And I'm very happy to say that Harrison Walker has re-signed. And he will be pushing Gospel. He pushed him last season. When he come on, he wasn't doing much wrong. And he had that one game against MK where he leaked maybe a little bit too many, but it's the MK Light and they can do that to teams on their day. So now I'm happy with Harrison Walker to come back to compete with Gospel. And Gospel knows if he's ain't at his best, Harrison Walker will take the net away from Gospel and he could become number one. Just depending how hard Harrison works, and if Gospel has a rough patch, then Walker's there. So Gospel knows he needs to perform to his top level. So yes, that is the defenceman. I'm very happy with how everything's going this pre-season so far. And I hope you've enjoyed these 2 videos, just going through the signings, what I think of them all. And thank you for watching. Let's Talk Knights.